Welcome everyone to the Gateway 500 Enduro for 2019. 500 laps around St. Louis's Gateway Kartplex. As the crew assembles the karts for today's race, let's check out the starting grid. The way qualifying worked was how quickly you registered. Team Rolling Roadblocks, consisting of JP Clark and myself, are sitting fourth. Let's get down to the grid for a word from the race director.
All right, it's time to pull some ropes and go racing. Everybody, have fun, be safe, be respectful, and live to the end. Remember, drivers, stay in line. You know who you're next to. Let's all get through the North Pole. There will be 2 pace laps. You will go past start finish line 2 times, and the pace car lights will go out. Expect to go green. He will roll through the cut.
All right, we got 2 pace laps here. This will give you an idea of how short this track is. My average time was around 38-39 seconds. So it's going to be a lot of laps today. This race started at 11 a.m. so the temperature was already pretty hot. Thankfully we had 17-mile-an-hour winds all day, so that actually cooled it down just a little bit, but still it was pretty hot to be starting 500 laps at midday. The rules for this race were pretty unique. I've never been to an endurance race with this format. There's no actual qualifying. Also, there's no transponder switching. Apparently, these karts have electronic transponders. When they see what driver is getting into what kart, they just switch all the information. So pit stops were really easy. Also, no seat belts, so it really made pitting a breeze. Cut part of the pace laps out, so we're about to go green. Actually, they put the start finish line on the back straight so that there would be no confusion. Here we go, about to go green. The green flag has been waved. We're barreling down to this area called the North End or the North Pole. It's a very tight left-hander that really tightens up to a chicane. As you can see, this guy gets around me, so now I'm P5. Checking my size to see who's all around me. It looks like no one is, so I'm gonna take it into turn 1. Oh man, look at that. I can't believe none of us collided. Quick decisions made for a safe and easy maneuver. As you can see, this guy got around me, Bobby Krug. He's a very good local guy. He races in the Margay series, so he's already jumped up to 3rd. We've only done 1 lap, he's already 3rd. I knew he was good, so I was just gonna try and stay with him to see if I could hang. Oh, here comes another local guy getting around. So it looks like right now all these guys in front of me are locals, and we're the only out-of-town team up at the front. Bobby gets a good run on that guy. He's now sitting 2nd. I'm gonna hang back just a bit. I'm still trying to figure out how to take this turn in a heated battle, but I got around him, still sitting 4th. So as of now, it looks like the top 5 positions are pulling away. So right now oh, there's another guy behind me. I think he's one of Bobby's friends. I think we're the only out-of-town team right now that's still up at the front. I think all these local guys have made their way through the pack, no matter where they registered or where they qualified, and now they're sitting way up front, and I'm trying to hang with them. Top 5 positions have pulled ahead from the rest of the field. I checked my size to see if anyone's around as we head into the north end. Just look how tight it gets here as we're all scrapping with each other. This is some good racing. No one's given an inch. I have to force my way in to get the pass in turn 1. He returns the favor, but I've got the inside for turn 3. We're in a good draft here. We're all running nice and tight, and we're already passing back markers. Trying to get around this guy in the yellow shirt. I think I'm faster than him, but because I hit him, these other guys are getting back around. We're now side by side with this other guy. I've got a little bit of the lead. I keep looking left, I'm in the clear. All of a sudden he sneaks up on the curb and knocks me into the wall. I was running so good with those guys, and that guy tried to sneak up the inside, and I was the one that suffered. Now I have to wait here till all these carts come flying down this north end, and now I'm a half a lap down. Because of that spin, I'd never caught up with those guys. In fact, they came back around and lapped me a little bit later. Time to shake it off, put my head down, and try and make it back up front. I'm going to fast forward a couple of laps here because there was no real action out there. I'm trying to make up the gap now, back up to where those guys were. But because they're so fast, it's just not going to happen. Also, because of the rules of this race, there was no radios allowed. So I don't really know who I'm passing right now. I don't know if this is lap traffic. The only way we had communication was by a pit board. Also, there was no required pit stops. So the rules were a little different than what I've been used to. Learning my lesson from the last incident, there's no way I'm going out in the north end again. I defend the corner hard at the apex. closing in on this guy in the white shirt. He and I would end up having a pretty good battle through the middle of my stint. Because this track was so short, you end up coming up on a lot of people, so I had a lot of battles throughout the day. So we were the only two-man team for the entire event. It was a big undertaking. So basically we're doing 125 laps each stint, and we're kind of locked into the strategy. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. A time-based endurance race gives you more room for strategy play. Man, this dude came barreling down that corner, shoved me wide, and I'm on the raised curb, slowing me down. Heading down the back straight, checking my size, I can see there's two carts behind me. It's Bobby Krog and his buddy. They've already lapped me, and now Rolling Roadblocks is one lap down. At least I've got some fast guys in front of me, so I'm just gonna hang with them and try and get some laps in. As you can see, they're slightly starting to pull away, but I'm going to try my best to hang with them. JP with the pit board out, 50 laps down and currently sitting P7. Coming up on some slow traffic, really closed the gap to these guys. This track is very, very hard on the body. These are high G corners, left, right, left. Really put a strain on your body, your neck. Man, it really just took a beating. 125 laps on a short track will wear you out. If you haven't noticed by now, sit back and notice the amount of camera shake that's going on. you can see now, they really started to pull away. I just can't keep up. I'm not really sure how they are maintaining this pace through all these corners. I'm giving it my all, but they're just getting smaller and smaller. Alright, I cut some of the laps out because those guys were pulling away. And now we're back to some more action. I finally caught up to the guys I was racing with at the beginning, so now let's see if I can get around them. Trying to sneak up the inside, but he has the inside on the next corner and he gets back around. On the inside at the North Pole, and I finally got around one of the drivers. Not really sure where I am right now. As I said earlier, there was no radio communication, so you're really just out there trying to pass as many carts as you can. Looks like Bobby Krug got hung up in the North Pole. I finally get around him, so now I'm back on the lead lap. Already getting pushed from behind, not sure who that is. Trying to get around this guy's. Bobby Krug's on the inside, but I've got a better line on this corner, so he's got to tuck back in. This was a really good battle here. Bobby snuck around on turn 1 and he's back around. We're all neck and neck, so anytime someone gets around a driver, there's a hole that's created and other drivers want to get by as well. Luckily, I was able to defend that guy. We got a little scrap going on here with the back marker. Looks like Bobby suffers from it a little bit, and I'm able to get around him on the back straight. I'm back on the lead lap. I'm going to fast forward a couple of laps here because there was no real action out there. Getting a good run down the back straight on these guys, and I'm able to get around both back markers before the exit of the north end. Coming up on a group of back markers up here. Let's see if I can get around them cleanly. This guy pushed me onto the raised curb, so Bobby gets back around. I'm now a lap down. I'm so frustrated. This guy's driving like a wild man out there. We get to the first corner and he almost takes Bobby out. I get up to him and we share a similar frustration for this guy. Well, that about does it for this stint. Unfortunately, my GoPro battery died and did not get the end where I could show you guys a pit stop. JP's about to jump in for his first stint, and I'm going to take a much needed break. I'm going to be uploading the next video soon, so please check back in a couple of days. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the track.